advertising for beginners. If you know how to advertise on Facebook, Twitter, or any other social media platform, this will be easy for you. Let me show you where you should start. If you already have a LinkedIn profile, it's easy for you to start. In order to start advertising, you just need two things. First of all, your company page or business page and your advertising account. In order to create your company page, you just need to click on work from the upper panel, and here in the bottom you will get create a company page. And now you are ready to start creating your business page on LinkedIn. In order to succeed with your advertising, you should at least upload your logo, profile picture, and fill in some details about your business. In the end, you will get something similar to this. This is the logo, this is the cover image, the headline, and I do have an about section with short description of my business. Now, when you have your company page ready, all you need to do is to create your first advertising account. And on LinkedIn, it's super easy to do. You simply need to click on advertise button in order to start. If you don't have any experience advertising on LinkedIn and you don't have advertising account yet, you need to click on the blue button right here and create your first advertising account. Fill in your basic details, choose currency that you want to work with, associate a LinkedIn page, the one that you just created, add your payment method, and you're good to go. Once you'll have your account, it will look similar to this. You will have campaign group, campaign, and ads panels. We'll talk about each of these tabs a little bit later. Right now, I want to go over the main menu with you over here on your left. You have plan, advertise, test, analyze, and different options on LinkedIn. What you need to know when you're just starting that you need to use account settings in order to set up your payment method. Go to Billing Center and set up your payment method. If you're planning to track your advertising and you want to use a landing page or your website, you also need to set up the tracking. On LinkedIn, it's called Inside Tag. And when you're ready to start your advertising, you simply just click on this arrow here and you go back to your main screen. Campaigns on LinkedIn are split into two, campaign and ad. The campaign itself is built from campaign objective and targeting. The targeting is already inside the campaign. Campaign group, however, exists in order to limit your advertising budget and in order to let you advertise in many different variations. If you're just starting, it doesn't matter. You just need to create your first campaign group in order to create your first campaign. So you just go here and click on create campaign group, or you choose to create campaign. LinkedIn will ask you about the group. You can create your first group right here. I already have a group, so I will just click next. It's simple to track each step on LinkedIn because on the left you have a list of what you are about to set up, about to do. The first thing for each campaign is obviously your campaign objective, and you need to choose it. Let's say we're going with lead generation. The next step you can see here is available audience, ad format, placement, budget, schedule, and conversion tracking. It's very important to understand that once you launched your campaign on LinkedIn, you can't just change your campaign objective. So I want you to just remember that when you create your campaign. So I want you to think about your campaign objective before choosing it, and then to be sure 100% that this is the right one. As for the audience, first of all, you need to choose your location. for location, you have either recent or permanent location or permanent location. Most of the campaigns are using permanent location only. So let's say we're going to target United States. You can target by country, by area, by city. It's very easy, just type in the search bar the location that you want to target. Now let's see what other targeting options do we have on LinkedIn. In order to start targeting, we need to click on narrow, and I'm going to discuss audience attributes in this video. As for audience attributes, there are a lot of categories to choose from. First of all is company. Within the company, there are industries, company size, company name, revenue, and so on. Everything that can actually define a specific company or companies. As for demographics, it's age and gender. It's usually not used on LinkedIn so often, so I would skip that. Education, you can target by degree, field of study, member school, job experience. This is the most popular category on LinkedIn because you can choose specific job titles. You can simply type them or from here, like director, and you have a lot of different options for director, or you can go to the broader version of the job title, job function. There is a list of all the job functions that there is on LinkedIn. For example, you have engineering. It's a very broad job function because engineering can be in a lot of different industries. Then you have job seniority, unpaid training entry, directors, owners, and so on. So there are a lot of different possibilities. So targeting on LinkedIn can allow you to get to anyone within any company. You can even target that specific company by name. The only rule there is for your audience size to be not less than 50,000 people. Otherwise, LinkedIn algorithm doesn't know how to start promoting your ads. They need as much data as you can provide them. Once campaign is starting to learn, you can always narrow down your audience. Now, the next thing that you need to choose here is ad format. Once you choose your ad type and launch your campaign, you can't change it. You can't run campaign both with image and video. For that, you need to launch two separate campaigns. So if right now I'm going to choose image, I can always add different ads with different creatives, but I can't change it to the video format. For placements, there are not a lot of options here, so usually I do not change this option. And then the next one is your budget. In most of my campaigns, I use daily budget because it's the best way to advertise on LinkedIn. Otherwise, if you're going to choose lifetime budget, it usually spends all of your money in one day. The minimum budget that you can use on LinkedIn is $10. You can schedule your campaigns and you can choose your end date as well. As for bidding, I suggest to stick with maximum delivery, and once that campaign started to deliver, you can always switch to cost cap. Conversion tracking, we already talked about conversion. If you are running website traffic campaign, conversion campaign, and you are using your landing page and your website, this is the conversion tracking that you need to use. You create a special conversion on your website and you use it here on LinkedIn to track all of your conversions. For ad creation, you can either browse existing content, which will be shown on your page, or create a new ad. When you create a new ad, you need to choose its name so you won't forget what it is about. And then you have introduction text, display URL. So even if you're running lead generation, you still can promote your website. Then you can upload an image, headline, description, and so on. Let's create a draft, intro text draft. Let's upload an image. I already have a few images that I've been using on LinkedIn, and that's why I can see them in image library. So it's very comfortable. I don't need to upload them from the start. The headline and description is optional. If I'm ready to start, I just click on create and then click on launch the campaign. Let me show you on live example how it will look like. These are all of my ads in the current campaign. I can edit each ad in a given moment. I just simply click here on three dots and click on edit. And then I can change text, URL, and even an image that I'm using. So don't worry if you made a mistake. You can always fix it by going back to your ads and clicking on edit. I hope this video was helpful to you, and I see you in the next one.